click on the Services tab and select the service type, Tax Prepare Annual Returns. Now we have eliminated from all the clients in our database to just those who have the tax prep service. Let's also go to the Types tab and select only those who are active clients. We could also restrict it to only clients who are in a certain state or a certain city. There are a lot of different ways that you can restrict the membership of a dynamic group. We could also restrict to only those clients who have a firm contact of Patricia Planner, for example. Essentially, you are defining the qualifications of membership that clients have to meet to be able to be in the dynamic group. In this case, we will select all active clients who have the service tax preparation. Let's click Finish, and we let ProTracker go out and find those clients who are qualified to be in the group. If we click on the Membership tab from the group profile, we can see all of the members of a group. If you wanted to change the delivery method, you could go over to the Assistant area on the left and change the delivery method from mail to email, for example. Let's now do a Merge Group to Word, which we can select from the Assistant area. Let's select the Tax Organizer Letter template already created and merge to Word. We now have a document with 15 letters in it, one for each member in the group. Notice that each letter has the salutation, the address, and the firm contact name related to the client. Again, when we click the Save icon, Advantage has automatically created a tax prep group folder in the document management system, so we can save this document as 09 Tax Organizer Letter. Now, if we want to create envelopes for all of the people in the group, we can click on the Envelope Report from the Reports area, and again it will create one envelope for each member in the group. We also have a sheet label report that allows you to produce sheet labels for all members of the group. There's also a report that lists the address, phone, and email for all of the people in the group for a quick access report. So you can see that there are a lot of functions that you can use for groups. Let's now document the fact that we have sent the members of this group a letter. From the Group Profile screen, click on the History tab, and we can add a touch record. Let's select today's date and the delivery method as mail. The description will be Tax Organizer Letter. We will also want to link that document, so we will browse, select the document, and now we will click Save and Close. Now, what's the purpose of this? The purpose is to show you at any time who received this Tax Organizer Letter on July 27th, 2009. Also, for any one of these individual clients, if we want to go to their Client Profile screen and go to their Activities tab, we can see that they received this correspondence. This little blue megaphone indicates group communication, and it shows the document and the Tax Organizer Letter. So that's a nice little feature of Advantage's group functionality. It can make your life a lot easier by allowing you to communicate with a large number of people at one time. Let's move on to Advantage's reports. As we have already mentioned, in the Reports area on the left, you will always see reports that are available related to what's on the screen at the time. If you look to the main toolbar and click on the Reports icon, you will see a list of all of the reports that you may select. Notice the little red flags next to some of these reports. That mark indicates a custom report. Once a customized report has been created, it can then be used again by anybody else in your firm. There is a report that comes with Advantage called Assets Under Management. Let's look at this report. It shows for each client in the database a list of their discretionary accounts along with their non-discretionary accounts. If that's not exactly the format that you were looking for in a report, you can create your own report with the Report Builder from the main toolbar. Let's look at a custom report already created by right-clicking on the report named AUM for Assets Under Management. This report is categorized by the asset category. That means when you go to click on the asset category under the list of all reports, that report will show up under the asset category. You will also need to select a record source. Because this one is about assets under management, the logical record source to pick is assets. If we click on the Design tab, you can see that we are taken to another screen, and the top of the screen lets you select how to group the data that is going to be in the report. We chose to group this by firm contact, and within each firm contact we want to group it by the file as name for the client. So the report will list the asset category, the ownership type. Again, you can select anything from the list of available fields from the asset data set, the account type, the institution name, the account number, and the value of the asset. If we go to the next tab, the Sort Filter tab, it asks us how to sort within the grouping. The report will sort by the asset category within each client. This tab also asks if you want to filter the report. For example, you may not want to show every asset. Maybe you want to show only those whose assets you manage. In that case, you would select the Asset Under Management and then select only those whose assets under management is yes. So you get the general idea about how to go about creating a custom report. If we click Finish and open the report now, we can see that it is a little different than the other report that ProTracker had already created for you. This report does not group by discretionary and non-discretionary assets. Instead, it lists the firm contact, and then within that it lists the clients who the firm contact is responsible for. This will conclude part 3 of the guided tour. For more information about ProTracker Advantage, contact us.